Welcome everyone. So this will be the Stamblade PvE video guide for Dark Brotherhood. I want to give credit to YOLO Wizard and Celava. They have been testing Stamblade since Dark Brotherhood, and believe me, Stamblade is kicking ass. It basically reaches the same DPS as Stam DKs, and in certain situations it can even get higher. That's how insane it is. YOLO Wizard has a YouTube channel. I will put the link into the description. Give him a subscribe. He uploads DPS tests from Stamblade from time to time, so go check him out. So now on my website you will find the build under alcasthq.com/rampage. Anyway, let's get started. So just to show you my stats, 82% weapon crit, then 3.8k weapon damage, 32.5k stam, 17.3k health. We have the Thief and the Shadow Mundus Stone, and we also have Minor Slayer because we are either wearing Vicious Serpent or Alcast. No matter what, don't worry if you don't have those sets. I will make sure to put alternative setups on my website, just to make sure everybody can play the setup, even if you don't have the optimized gear. So now just food wise, I use health stamina food. Potions, I use weapon crit potions because they give weapon damage, weapon crit and extra stamina. Then race, make sure to be a Khajiit. Khajiit is the best choice. Gives us 8% extra weapon damage, weapon critical. It will result in the highest DPS, and we will not have resource issues due to siphoning attacks. Like the resource management on a Nightblade is so easy, like it's almost non-existent. Of course, Red Guards, Imperials, Orcs, all those kind of races also work, but again, highest DPS will be achieved with a Khajiit. Now, gear wise, like in the other stamina setups, if you want to go for max DPS, it will basically be the same. So you still want to have 5 Twiceborn Star, 5 Vicious Serpent and 2 Maelstrom weapons. I know many don't have that, even I don't have that yet. I'm wearing 5 Twiceborn Star, I'm wearing a Molakina head and 4 pieces Alcast. Simply because I don't have 5 Vicious Serpent yet. You also can use 5 Alcast in case nobody else is running it in your group, because it, like the debuff to the enemy mobs, help the whole group. Then make sure to use 7-piece medium armor to get more weapon critical. Weapon critical is better than more resources. And make sure to have as much divine pieces as possible, as we want to boost our 2 Mundus stones as much as possible. There is no cap on divine pieces, so get 7. Then on the jewelry, use 3 weapon damage glyphs. Weapon wise, at the moment I achieved the best results with a dagger precise and axe sharpened from the Maelstrom weapons. Nonetheless, if you don't have this setup, you can use 2 axes or 2 daggers. Just make sure to have precise and sharpened. But then again, if you only have defensive one, use it. It's still better than a normal dagger. So yeah. Now, bow wise, make sure to use the Maelstrom bow. The trait doesn't matter, as we are mainly DPSing on our dual wield bar. On my website you will find setups for without Maelstrom weapons, because I know many people don't have those. Now, that's it about the gear. Champion points wise, Stamblade is a little bit different from the other stem crosses. So 97 mighty, 10 thaumaturge and 60 precise strikes. The reason why we don't have so much points in thaumaturge is because we have some skills that are not dots. And precise strikes is still really strong, especially in a group or trial setup. Then I'm using 67 Mooncalf, 100 Warlord, 97 hardy, and 70 elemental defender. Most important setup is this one. What you do with the rest is... Now to the skills. So first off, I want to show you a few of the passive Stamblade has that are important. So pressure points increases critical strike, spell critical rating for each assassination ability slotted. So basically I have Relentless Focus, Reaper's Mark, Killer's Blade on my bar, and they all give me extra crit. 1.3, that's like... So now I'm at 74, I take away this one, I'm at 72. So it's pretty cool stuff. It's 2% crit for each ability. Usually I have Rearming Trap here, but the crit outweighs the 3% extra weapon damage. Then we also have Hemorrhage, increases damage dealt by critical strikes by 10%. Also really nice damage increase. Plus Catalyst, after drinking a potion you gain 20 ultimates. That's insane. Now let's get to the skills. Again, this is really only a placeholder for the extra weapon crit. You can use it on trash. You can put it on the weakest mob and then it will give you a major berserk buff for 5 seconds. Really cool. Rending Slashes, one of our dots that is empowered by Maelstrom weapons. Then Rapid Strikes, this is a more for flurry. This buffs our dots due to the weapons. Your flurry grants 3.1k additional weapon damage on your next single target dot. Then Relentless Focus, this ability is really cool. It basically gives you minor berserk, same as Combat Prayer, but you know that is not always up all the time. Plus we get a 10% more stamina recovery, and after 4 light or heavy attacks you can shoot the Spectral Bow, which deals a ton of disease damage. So because it's disease damage, it works with mighty and works with armor penetration. It deals insane damage. You need to keep that up all the time. And once you shoot the bow, you just reapply the buff. Killer's Blade, really strong execute. That's why Nightblade is also really strong. The execute just deals a shit ton of damage. Flawless Dawnbreaker, our main ultimate. It can be empowered by Maelstrom weapons. Plus, you see, while slotted, your weapon damage is increased by 5%. And also, by having this slotted, the Slayer passive gives us 3% more weapon damage. So in total, it's still 8% more weapon damage from the Dawnbreaker. Second bar, Endless Hail. This is basically almost as strong as single target ability. Gets buffed by the Maelstrom Bow. Really, really freaking strong. Use it in single target and AoE fights. Rearming Trap, strongest dot in the game, single target wise. Takes 1.5 seconds to arm. Plus it gives us minor force, which increases our critical strike damage by 12%. Poison Injection can be empowered by Maelstrom weapons, so use it from 100%. Rearming Trap also can be empowered, by the way. There is a little trick with it though, I will tell you in a second. Siphoning Attacks, this is basically your resource management tool. If you have resource issues, activate this and believe me, your stamina will go back up so easily, it's insane. Then I have Cult Drops here, really strong AoE dot and also nice single target dot. If you have too much stamina issues, don't use this. Then In-Cap Strike, so this one deals disease damage, but the main reason why we use it is because it increases our damage against enemies by 20% for 6 seconds. So we will use this in execute range. I will tell you more in a second. So now, if you're in an AoE fight, you of course can, like, what I usually do is I take Steel Tornado, swap it out with Relentless Focus, and swap this to the back bar. Because I don't really usually have resource issues, because the healers use Repentance. If you have resource issues, you can do it like this. Because you only lose 2% crit for not having Reaper's Mark slotted, so it's not that much. You will lose the major berserk though, but it's not the world's end. Now, single target wise, you need to make sure always keep relentless focus up. Then I always do rapid strikes, rending slashes, rapid strikes. I weapon swap, drop the trap, use endless hail, then use poison injection. So there's a little trick with the rearming trap. Basically, it gets empowered by the Maelstrom weapon buff, but it does not consume it. So now, that can be good or bad, right? So what you should not do is rapid strikes, trap, poison injection. That's wrong, because then only the poison injection gets empowered. The trap takes 1.5 seconds to arm. That's why we drop the trap, then use endless hail, and by the time endless hail I finished with the endless hail animation, I can use poison injection, and just shortly before I use poison injection the trap will proc. It will get empowered but not consume the buff. Then we shoot the poison injection, it gets empowered and it consumes the buff. That's what you need to know. That's the trick behind this kind of stuff. So you really need to make sure that. Then in execute range, what we do is we basically keep the same rotation up, we just don't use rending slashes. So like we use rapid strikes, then trap, endless hail, poison injection, and now instead of Dawnbreaker we use in-cap strike. In-cap strike, weapon swap back and spam Killer's Blade till you have in-cap strike again. Because the 20% damage boost for Killer's Blade and poison injection is freaking insane, believe me. So that's basically it about the skill setup, or like in general for the Stamblade. Again, YOLO Wizard has uploaded a few DPS tests, go check him out, and also watch what rotation he uses. I mean, I just explained you a little bit, but maybe it's easier to see for you in an actual fight. Okay, so that's basically it. If you have any questions, just ask me in the comment section below. If you liked the video, hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe. Thank you for watching and see you soon. Cheers.